Hi guys, my name is Gilbert Smith. I'm at Victory MMA, and I'm gonna give you the 5 basic hooks you should know when it comes to your striking, right? We're gonna start out with the basic fundamental hook, right? So when I'm throwing my fundamental hook, I'm gonna get into this position where I'm pivoting, turning over my lead my lead hip, and I'm gonna rotate with my shoulder, making sure that my elbow is behind my knuckle. I'm gonna hold my hand like I'm holding a coffee mug. One of the things that helped me with this is that I'm gonna pull this shoulder back to make this shoulder go forward. Obviously, I'm always gonna have some defense. I'm gonna get my right hand up. I want you to also make sure at minimum, you have your arm bent 90 degrees, right? So I'm right here, bop, 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 right? Okay, so that is the basic hook. Now, some people will say you don't need to turn your hips over, but if you're starting on your boxing, it's mandatory that you do so you know how to get that maximum rotational power. Okay, second one, I'll call it a snapper hook, right? That's when I do it better as a southpaw because I'm a southpaw, right? That's when I'm just snapping my shoulder. This is really good because it allows me to throw multiple hooks without having to wind up. And sometimes I don't even need to turn over my hips. My feet, I could just turn over my hips, bop, 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 bop. Another reason why I like it is that when I'm right here, I can work on getting to someone if they like running away, right? It's a good way to cut off the ring, cut off the cage if someone's running away. Now, one of the things I want you to work on when you're doing this is making sure that my hand comes here, and sometimes I treat you train it back. So I don't do anything super big or super wide to drop my hand. I bop, 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 right? So more of a shoulder snap than rotating my feet. Okay. The second one we can go over is long range hook, right? When I'm doing a long range hook, you see how my arm is going to extend almost full extension, and I'm gonna turn my thumb down. What's gonna help when I do this is that I step. The goal of this hook is to try to hit someone in the ear, mess up the equilibrium, right? So once again, I'm right here. I have my lead hand, which is important, so I'm not like this, right? It's too much distance to clear. Already got my lead hand, and I'm gonna go boom, boom. So the goal is when I turn it over, my thumb comes down, and it kind of whips around someone's guard, and I hit them with these 2 big knuckles, okay? The next one we're gonna do is my angle hook, okay? That's one very similar to the long range. It's very similar to the long range, except for I'm punching down. Last one I was going here. This one I'm going here. So this one is not as long, it's more mid-range, okay? Still longer than a basic hook, but more mid-range, but now I'm punching down. That goal is I'm trying to hit him in the chin. Long range, I'm trying to hit him in the ear. Mid-range, try to hit him in the chin. So I'm still trying to come around the gloves. So I'm right here, boom. What helps to get the power, because the power ain't gonna come from the arm, is me dropping my weight down. My arm is too extended to really generate good power, so I'm gonna use my body weight to maximize the power. So I'm gonna hit, boom, boom. So I'm coming down instead of going straight out. Okay, the fifth one, the last one we're gonna work on is the power hook. I love the power hook because the power hook is really good. I'm using my legs. I'm almost leaping. I like to set it up multiple different ways. If it's just straight boxing or kickboxing, maybe I'm setting up off of jabs to the body, cross to the body, making him think I'm going to the body, and I go, boom. Or if this is MMA, I'm making him think like I'm going for a shot. Like I'm going for a double leg shot, boom. The beautiful thing about the jumping hook is it's usually at a distance where my opponent thinks that he's safe. So he's a little bit further away from me. He thinks he's safe, right? And before he knows it, before he blinks, boom, I'm catching him. Now the caveat to this one, this is very important, is that sometimes I throw it, because I'm at distance and because I'm throwing so much power, I leave myself open where the guy can roll out. So if I'm right here, I'm going boom, I miss. Sometimes I gotta keep running that same direction until I could turn around and face my opponent. What I don't want here, the person rolls out and then I gotta try to find them and I'm running into a punch. So if I'm facing this way, being a southpaw, and I throw my hook, I literally keep running that way. Like I do a whole boom, and I do like a whole big circle until I can get back into my stance. Okay? So those are the 5 basic hooks that I love to use. Try them out. Tell me what you think. I got 5 more coming to you. So make sure you subscribe, like, follow, all those things. Hard work, dedication.